Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Leonardo G, and in this video I'll be giving out my impressions of the video game Lies of P. In this challenging adventure we will explore the intriguing world of Lies of P and discover why it has gathered both praise and critics from gamers. This action-packed adventure takes players on a journey filled with beautiful scenery, responsive controls, unique enemy designs, and challenging gameplay. However, it also presents some hurdles that may test some players. Let's dive into the details and see what Lies of P has in store for gamers. Now, we don't talk about loading screens at all unless they are really long. But Lies of P adopts an interesting twist by using the length of a loading bar as Pinocchio's nose. This is the very first thing I noticed, and this creative approach adds a touch of whimsy to an otherwise mundane aspect of gaming, making the anticipation of gameplay more enjoyable. One of the major standout features of Lies of P is its visually stunning environment. The game boasts a beautifully foggy atmosphere that engulfs the player, immersing them in a haunting atmospheric world. Its attention to detail, from the ethereal lighting to the intricately Londonian designed landscapes, adds a sense of realism and depth to the overall gaming experience. The enemy design in Lies of P is both captivating and intriguing. Throughout the game, players encounter mechanical weapons that are not only visually interesting, but also pose formidable challenges. Some enemies have their own unique set of abilities and weaknesses, requiring players to strategize and adapt during combat encounters. These foes possess heightened aggression and can swiftly overpower unprepared players. The game's difficulty spikes during these encounters, demanding quick reflexes and strategic approach to overcome these formidable adversaries. This escalates further ahead in the game, but I will talk about it later. Despite the controls in Lies of P being highly responsive and fluid, allowing players to execute precise movements and actions, it must be noted that most common enemies can be defeated by simply button smashing. While this may please some players looking for a more casual experience, hardcore gamers may find it lacking in depth and complexity. One of the aspects of Lies of P that may leave players overwhelmed is the abundance of items available to carry. While having various options can be beneficial, the double tap mechanic to use them in the heat of battle may not be the most optimal. This can lead to frustrating moments where the player struggles to utilize their inventory effectively during intense combat scenarios. I know I did. Lies of P offers players the opportunity to upgrade their characters at specific checkpoints using blue currency system. These upgrades can significantly enhance the player's ability to provide an edge in battles. Additionally, players can purchase helpful items from vendors before facing challenging boss encounters.
The whole organization fell apart.
Making strategic choices and managing resources becomes crucial elements of gameplay, adding an extra layer of depth and decision making. One drawback of Lies of P is the sudden spike in difficulty, particularly during encounters with mid-bosses and bosses. These encounters often require specific tricks or items that, if not possessed by the player, can impede the progress and lead to frustration. The game's design essentially forces players to conform to its intended playstyle rather than allowing for individual freedom and creativity. While progressing through the levels in Lies of P, feels relatively seamless and rewarding, reaching the boss encounters can prove to be a major roadblock. Insufficient funds or inadequate upgrading can result in a time-consuming loop of back-and-forth grinding to accumulate money for essential items and upgrades. This, coupled with the game's challenging nature, may discourage some casual players who seek a less demanding experience. In conclusion, Lies of P offers a visually stunning and atmospheric world filled with unique enemies and responsive controls. However, its demanding difficulty, forced playstyle, and frustrating progression loop may deter casual gamers. If you are up for a challenge adventure that tests your skill and patience, Lies of P might just be the game for you. Get ready to embark on a journey that will push you to your limits and fill you with a rewarding sense of accomplishment, if you can master it. The game came out on September 19th, and if you're up to the challenge, you can play it right now. I hope you enjoyed this review of this title. If you did, please like and subscribe, and as always, have a great game, guys.